Welcome to my new video project. Today I'll show you a game that probably not a lot of people know, but most will find the basic concept of the game very familiar. Here's a game that's all about the digging of tunnels and bigger areas, in which you can build rooms, you'll mine several raw materials, train units, build traps in order to have some defense against enemy units. This all sounds like... correct! Dungeon Keeper, the Bullfrog classic from 1997. The game I'm about to show you, however, was released a couple of years earlier. Magic of Endoria. Developed by GDG, or German Design Group, and published exclusively in Germany by Sunflowers, who are mainly known for publishing titles like Holiday Island, Die Fugger 2, and the Anno series up to 1701 in Germany. First, there was a very rudimentary version for the Commodore 64, which came out in 1993. But then there was a remake for MS-DOS PCs on floppy disks in 1994, and finally a CD version in 1995, which also had voice acting, a light mode, and a non-playable demo mode, which could be run in game stores in order to show it to potential customers. Hold on there, a light mode? Well, yes. That's because the regular game is pretty complex. The problem with Magic of Endoria Lite, however, is that it's just as user-unfriendly and intimidating to beginners as the non-Lite version. And that's mainly because of the extremely cryptic interface. Here you have a bunch of brightly colored symbols and not the slightest clue as to what button has what function. Just hover the mouse cursor over a button to show its function? Nope, no such luck. Just click through the whole thing to try to find out the use of every button? Well, that's not very helpful either, as all the menus that pop up aren't all that enlightening. Sure, some of the things can be figured out that way, but all in all, the game is absolutely unplayable without the manual. And that is the exact reason why I'm making this video. About 20 years ago, I saw screenshots of this game in a PC magazine and found them really pretty. Nowadays I have quite a large collection of games in their original big boxes, about 600 of them, so at the end of 2018 I remembered the title of the game, looked for it on eBay, found the cover artwork extremely cool, and just bought it. And before it was even sent to me, I thought, well, why not check out a gameplay video on YouTube, just to see what the game has to offer. And hey, I found a video. One video. Made by a Dutch guy who was trying to understand the basics for 10 minutes, unsuccessfully, and the video ended with the annoyed frustration of that YouTuber. His final words in the video were, "People, without the manual, no can do." So today I installed the game, grabbed the manual, which is a hefty 108 pages, and came to grips with it. It was a bit frustrating at first, of course, but after the first few small successes, it was really fun. So today I'll show you how the game works, how to control what, and I'll explain to you what you're doing in the game in the first place. This way you can play it yourself, without having to read anything. And the best thing about all this is that you can even play this game without knowing any German words. That's because there's not a lot of text in there, and I'll translate the few messages you'll get into English during gameplay. So, let's begin. Okay, so upon starting the game, you'll see this credit screen. This is version 2.0, so the 1995 CD version. This book symbol represents some sort of help, like a beginner section. Some hints in there. It's completely German, but it's not necessary for this gameplay video, I'd say. Just click the OK button. So now you can enter your name here and a password there. Let's just... It says, do you really want to create a new player? And I said, of course. Password again. Okay, so a new player has been created. Now this one's the network display menu, kind of. So you can choose your color here, and this is, well, I'm playing against the computer, so that's this symbol. If you click it, you can play via like multiplayer, like LAN. I don't know what the 1 and the 2 are. I don't care. Let's just play the single player game. This is the Hall of Fame. It's still empty. And this is if you want to load a game, which we don't want to do. Okay, now they're creating a new playing field. This here represents the credits you start out with. So let's start with the maximum of 1000. This is the number of crystal rooms you have to conquer. 5 is the minimum, so the easiest mode. And you can go up to 10, which will be incredibly hard, so I'm not doing that. This is the difficulty setting of the enemy. It goes from 1 to 9. 1, of course, being the easiest. And this here represents like in how many ticks, like time units, you have to pay your workers. So like for 1 tick, which is almost 1 second, you earn money, for example, and after the 5th tick, money gets subtracted from your account because you have to pay your units. 4 would be, of course, a lot harder because you have to have a lot more money. But let's just keep it at the standard 5. This here just represents if the crystal rooms you have to conquer are visible, or if they're invisible. But let's keep them visible for this gameplay video. Okay, so now you can create your knowledge room, the room in which you start out. So let's you can place it anywhere up here in this column, this row. Let's do this. Do you want to play the game now? Yes, please, of course. So okay, this is our knowledge room. The game consists of 2 different areas, 2 different levels. This is the surface level. If you click the right mouse button in any direction, you can see the whole playing field, the whole surface level. But there's nothing on there, of course. But if you click this button, you can go into the underground, and you can see somewhere here, there's 1 crystal room. There's another one. There should be 5 there, of course. And additionally, you'll have 1 special room. Let's see if I can find it there, this one. This you have to conquer last when you've got all the other 5. So you have enough energy and you have proven yourself to conquer this one. That's the end game, kinda. So let's click back to the surface here. Now this symbol just gets you back to the credit screen. This here shows you your current research. We're at level 1 in each of these categories. I'll explain to you what they are, what they represent later. So this is level 2, which we are trying to reach. So if this bar is filled up during the course of the game, it will go to level 2, and then a 3 will appear here, and then the whole thing starts over again. This here just switches the view. This is the normal view, and this is kind of an overview, but it's also the command mode, which I'll show you later. You can also, of course, switch to the underground to see where all those rooms are. Let's switch back. This is empty, but it will have some very special feature later on. This thing here just shows you how many warrior units you have. We currently have none, of course. These are the different levels: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Level 6. They gain a level after a while. So units that first look like this grow up to be this one, and so on. This is, of course, the load a game, save a game, auto saves on or off, and this is restart, and this is just end the game. The thing is, of course, as you can see, there is no button to exit the screen, so just click the right mouse button anywhere in here and you'll get back. That works in every screen, thankfully. Yeah, this one is just game options. This here means that you can, well, have all those bigger portraits, bigger pictures not move, not animated. This here turns off the animation of the walking units. This, of course, disables sounds and music, or enables them again. And you can also choose the music track, of course. Let's go with this Dune 2 kinda sounding thing, which is... no. This one, yeah. This is just the pause mode, because even when you're in this screen, the game is running, the time is running, so if you click here, then the game is paused. I still don't know what this is, but I'll tell you later, I guess. Just the OK button. Now, all these buttons here, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons, they let you create units. This one will create a dwarf, which can dig. This one will create a researcher. This one will create a transporter, like this sack which puts stuff to transport into himself and transports it. This is for builders. This one just means that you want to create a blacksmith. If you click it, you make him a carpenter or builder. And this one's, well, some kind of technician, I think you could call it. Yeah, those three are available. And this one lets you create warriors. Well, of course they can fight and defend and stuff like that. If you click in any of these screens, if you click this one, it means, yes, please create one, and then you can name it. So, to exit the screen, don't click this one, which is usually the OK button, just the right mouse button to exit this. This one just tells you all about the surfaces. This means soft rock, normal rock, hard rock, stone wall, steel wall, magical wall. This is soft ground, normal ground, hard ground, stone ground, steel ground, magical ground. Yeah, this is a wooden door, a steel door, a magical door, a teleporter which goes up, teleporter which goes down, like from the surface level to the underground and vice versa. This is a pitfall. This is some kind of knife trap, spear trap. Oh, this also means spear trap, but it's kind of a different one. This is a stone trap, poison trap, a net trap, a bomb trap, and a gas trap. Those are they make different kinds of damage when an enemy unit walks across them. They cannot see if you've put a trap on there or not. They just, to them, the ground just looks like normal ground, so they would walk over them. But that's the case for you too. So if you see an enemy's, well, gangway which they have like dug, don't just walk over there. Probably go there with a dwarf and build normal ground over there, like stone wall, stone ground over there, stone tiled. Yep, this is like a construction of ground, construction of a wall, a hole that goes down, a hole that goes up. Yep, and that's all of them. Okay, so now you know what all of these are. The good thing is you can completely ignore these because, well, those are just messages. This is when a dwarf gives you a message, this is when a researcher gives you a message, this is when a transporter gives you a message, a worker or a builder, and a warrior. And these are general messages. This one is supposed to show you like details about battles or fights that are going on, but I didn't ever use it because normally when you click it, nothing happens, and I couldn't make it happen. Couldn't make anything happen with this button, but who cares? Okay, let's start now. this of course means how much money you have, and well, you can see that every time you click on any unit. Let's just create a dwarf at first. Let's just call him dwarf 1. Okay. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dig a hole. This screen, if we click him, well, the bad thing about the game is you can't just control him like this. You can't just click him and put him somewhere. You have to click it, and you can see that this is his current level. This is how much gold he gets after 5 ticks. This is like the current pickaxe he has, his health of course, and this is his level progression, and this is what he will look like when he's reached level 2. With this button, you can dismiss him, you can fire him kinda. If you then create a new dwarf, you can choose him again. He still exists. You can just summon him back. And this is just the OK button, of course. And this here lets you give him commands. Let's do this. So it changes to this command screen. Well, we can change it back to this one, but we have to use this to give him commands. So this dark spot, that's the dwarf. Let's make him dig. Well, this one thing, would that be... Yeah, that's possible. Let's do this. Let's make him dig just this one. You saw that there was this red stuff around it. That means that you cannot dig there. Okay, so now he's done that. And you will see that his mouth will start moving here. And he will tell you, I have completed my objective, my task. If you click this one, he even speaks.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
Well, that just means, yeah, I'm ready. I'm done with my work. So let's make him dig a hole here. In order to make him dig a hole, of course, he cannot stand over it. So let's put him there and say change the ground, which is this one. And we change it to a hole. And we want, if you imagine this one to be the dwarf, then you cannot dig here, 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 here. You have to dig down there. Like this represents the tiles around him. It's like you cannot dig there, 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 or there, but you can dig here. So if we click this, you see that that's the lower one. So he will go there now and dig a hole here. Let's now hire a builder. Make him a builder. Because the builder has to... We cannot just enter this hole when it's ready. We have to place a transporter, a teleporter there. Which is strange, but well, that's just the way it is. Okay, before he starts talking, let's move him he already starts talking, whatever. Let's move him somewhere else, like there. Let's click this guy and move him there. Well, this one takes back the last click you did. This just, well, it makes like dwarves appear, disappear, whatever. I mean from the view, of course. This is the current gold, of course. I don't know what this is, but I don't care about it. Maybe it's just this screen. I think so. Yeah, but well, we need the screen, so let's do this. Let's give him the command to walk on this hole, step on this hole, and build a teleporter. Okay, let's do this. He, of course, says,
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
I'm done with my task. Yeah, that's nice, but okay, let's make him build something else in the meantime. Okay, so he cannot go here, he cannot dig here, but he could dig over here. Let's see if I can make him... Nah, I wanted to make these things here too, but didn't work. Maybe because I want him to build a research room, and it has a very special pattern. Yes, this seems to work. Yes, this is the pattern you have to dig in order to place a research room. Let's do this. Okay, he's done.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
So We should go back, because before he... back with every move I just told you to make. Let's not do that first, because we have to build something a lot more important first. Let's make him go there. Change the view, and you see this is the one hole that leads underground. Let's make him go there. So if we change the view, you can see, yeah, this is the hole with the other side of the transporter, so to speak, where he will go now. Oh, what does this mean? Oh, the game has switched to normal speed now, which just means that what you saw before was, well, double speed or something like that.
Das Spiel hat nun auf normale Geschwindigkeit umgeschaltet.
Yeah, so now it's a little slower, which is a bit, well, tedious, but whatever. So the first thing we have to do is build a gold mine in order to have some, well, regular income, so to speak. So this is the pattern for a mine. And we can build 3 different kinds of mines, but I will show you that later. Okay, let me just switch to the other level, because I want to build a second dwarf. Because he, of course, can, well, dig the pattern for the research room in the meantime. Let's do this. Make him go there, there. No, not like that. I will take back the last step, because that means he will dig it, but he won't walk on there. So, because that's just like one step that's unnecessary. Let's do this. The good thing is that while they work, they will gain experience. So you should create a lot of units at the beginning, so that they will... You can see this. He already progressed a little. He hasn't, of course. He's saying something. He says, I don't have any work anymore.
Ich habe keine Arbeit mehr.
Yeah, they're getting annoyed when they don't have anything to do. So he, of course, also progressed a little. Takes a lot of time. Well, it's a really slow game and a really relaxing game. Well, I would actually call this game, strangely enough, I will call the game like the most relaxing, stressful game ever. Because it's getting stressful later on. Well, it keeps being slow, but you'll have quite some stress later on. I think I just gave him the command to only dig this but not go there. Let's see. Yeah, he will dig there, but I don't think he will go there, otherwise there should be a red line on there. So this lets a dwarf change the ground. This one makes him build walls. This one makes him build doors, and this one makes him destroy walls. Or destroy, yeah, anything around him, basically. Doors too. But okay. Yeah, so he's finished. Let's make him build a hole then. Let's go this, let's enter this screen again. So, as you can see, he could build a hole there, there, and there, which is there, there, and there. So if we say, please dig one, let's first click. Of course, these are just tiles, and there are already, like, there's the ground here. We don't need to build tiles, but let's make him dig a hole. Let's click this one first, and then say, please dig one there, like there, which is there. Okay. By clicking the thumb, you just verify your command. He's complaining again. Is there really no work for me anymore?
Gibt es denn wirklich keine Arbeit mehr für mich?
Is there really no work for me? Okay, so he's done now. The good thing is now he will get some work. We will just click the underground section and then put him right in the middle here over the hole. And this one, this button, says this button is to... This button is the build a room please thing. So now he can build 3 kinds of mines. A gold mine, a Yumium mine, I don't know what, it's kind of a crystal in this game. I don't know what Yumium should be. I think it's a fictional thing. And this one would be a metal mine, but we need gold first. Let's do this. So you can see he will go there. He will start there, then he will go there, 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 and there, and then the room is done. Okay, verify this with a thumb, and you can see that he will come through the teleporter and go there and do this thing. He's done, of course, so he's talking. I have finished my task.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
So he could build something else. Let's make him dig somewhere. Let's see if we can build another thing. Let's hope that, well, sometimes the ground is not fit for digging. Okay, so this would be the pattern for a forge. Let's do this, okay. Oh, this one says we can now look at the enemy for a short time. And let's click this one.
Wir können jetzt kurz den Gegner beobachten.
That's what he said. That's why the game centers on him now. This one activates this button. Let's click this thing and then go underground and see what the enemy has done. We can click this thing several times. Oh, nothing here? Well, somewhere here maybe? Yeah, there's the thing that the enemy has built. Yeah, you can click it for a short while. It's not just a certain number of times, because I remember I clicked that 3 or 4 times last time. But in a span of some seconds you can click this button as many times as you want, apparently. So there's no need to fear, all the enemy's structures are down here, so, well, no problem for now. He's almost finished. The good thing is, he's almost finished too, and as soon as he's finished we can send him into the mine so he can mine gold. He's telling us, yeah, I'm done, I've finished my task.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
Okay, what's he gonna do now? Yeah, let's already send him upstairs so that he can, well, let's just put him right in the middle there. Now he could build a room there. No, he cannot, because there's someone building there. But, you know, as soon as the whole thing is done, you get this symbol for building a room. But let's send him there already, because he will take his sweet time, so... If you click this mine now, you can see, well, it's empty, nobody's in there, and it hasn't... Yeah, nobody has mined any gold yet. But we'll change that later. He will now say, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I have my task finished. I have finished my task.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
Yeah, strangely, the Germans will use like the present perfect by, well, just say the have first, like I have, then the object, my task, and then the, well, past participle of the verb. He wouldn't say I have finished my task. In German you would say I have my task finished. Well, that's just the way the German present perfect and the past perfect works. have no work anymore.
Ich habe keine Arbeit mehr.
Okay, I have my task finished.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
Okay, so now that the whole room is done, we can make him build this research room. Yeah, he will go there. See that? Okay, do this. Now, he has to walk over all of these tiles. I think he'll do it this way. And when he has reached this guy, then he will say, there's a creature blocking my way, so let's move him out there, so the builder can build. Yeah, he has a task, this dwarf. He should, like, let's click in the middle of this mine, because this is like the entrance to the mine, and there is this button that says, please go in there and work. Let's make him do that. Click once, click this one once, then he'll go there and dig up some gold for us. Which is good because, of course, it's decreasing all the time as we're paying all those guys.
Ich habe einen neuen Erfahrungslevel erreicht.
Ah, damn it, I should have translated that word for word. He just said, I have reached a new level. And he will say, of course, I have finished my task.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag
That's him.
ausgeführt.
And he's the one who also reached level 2. As you can see, he changed his appearance a bit. And here's the progress bar up until level 3, when he'll look like this. Okay, so now that he's done with the room, let's, what could he do? Let's try to build another mine here, but a different one. Let's make a metal mine here. I hope it will work with the ground. Yes, it does. Ah, damn it, we cannot build here, so we cannot reach the first crystal room, but well, that's okay. Let's again remove one of those steps he's doing. Let's make him dig this but not go there. Okay. Someone else said something? Yeah, I have finished my task.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
That's him. Why would he say that again? Ah, whatever. Yeah, and oh no, the other guy, the person who first said that was the one in here. And you can see, he's in there now, standing there. This is his pickaxe, the one he currently has, because they will, well, they will get better over time too, when you've researched them. And this is the gold he's mining. He's done, like in a while, this tile, and then he's done. So let's make, yeah, a researcher. Or a scientist, whatever. You can choose from various different things he can research, these 6, but let's first make him go there. Because he's saying, I have finished my task.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
So let's move him somewhere else. Let's make him, well, move here so he can build the next mine as soon as the dwarf is ready with all the digging. So these are all about to be dug, and this is the tile the dwarf is currently digging. So let's move the worker here, the builder here. So when a researcher has reached this point, when he's sitting there, and he will, well, start researching. This one is for weapons, which is this button. If you click this one, it says please, research tools. This one is research walls and doors you can build. Better walls, better doors, better, well, sturdier ones. This one is researching traps, weapons, of course. This is like magic spells. And this is monsters you can later on create. So let's first say we need tools to do this. Okay, you have to accept that with the thumbs up icon, or otherwise it won't change, of course. And this just means he's researching now. Ah, this one was the pattern for the forge, so let's make him build there. Let's take this turn back and into the center and make him build a forge there. If we click any unit now, we can see, yeah. So, 1 tick, it gives us 2 gold because we're digging them up. Another tick, and another one. The 4th one, and with the 5th, there's something subtracted. Yes, it goes down 4 because we have 4 units. Most of them require 1 gold, I think. Yeah, he requires 2, he requires 1. There's one. If we click it, this button, then we can see him. Well, he's still on level 1, so those are the 4 units. Don't really know why he... Oh, he should get 3. Well, whatever. I don't know. So when he's finished building this thing, we should get a transporter. Okay. Because that transporter bag can go here, pick up some gold, and put it there. And then he can go here, pick up some metal, and put it there too. Okay, so he's done now. Let's make him dig the hole for the mine. Click here, click hole. He's standing above the tile, so let's click this one, which is of course this one. Okay, and okay. What's he say? Oh, I have a new level or experience level, which is one word in German, reached. That's again the grammar I told you about. They wouldn't say I have reached a new experience level. They would say, they would put the verb at the end of the sentence. I have a new experience level reached.
Ich habe einen neuen Erfahrungslevel erreicht.
Okay, what's he saying? Yeah, I have finished my task,
Ich habe meinen
which is
Auftrag
this one.
ausgeführt.
Yeah. Now, he should be done too, of course. Yeah.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag
So let's move him,
ausgeführt.
and let's make him build a metal mine here. The Umium mines aren't all that necessary in the beginning. They're important later on. Let's move the dwarf here, just so that this one has some room to work. Nothing going on here. Yeah, of course. Oh, the transporter, of course. Let's make him move down to this gold mine, and let's tell him pick stuff up, which is this symbol. Here's the gold which is currently in the mine. Let's make him pick that up. He can carry 20 now. As he's progressing in level, of course he can carry more. Okay, so pick that up, put it here, and load it off. Like so. So you can see these are the different materials, and you can load them into the blacksmith's area, the blacksmith's workplace, so to speak, by clicking this button. Okay, so if you now click back to the gold mine, you can say, okay, do this indefinitely. But we don't want to do that. We also want to tell him, now of course we want to do that because the metal mine isn't ready yet. Okay, so he will now do this indefinitely. Yeah, first one, pick it up, leave it there, go back, pick it up, yeah, leave it, yeah. So he's almost done with the metal mine, because I would have loved to make him pick up both, like this, pick it up here, load it off there, go there, pick this up, load it off there, and so on. What's he saying? Yeah, of course he has finished his task,
Ich habe meinen Auftrag
which is this
ausgeführt.
one. Which is perfect, because he can go into the mine. He's almost done. This is the last tile in this pattern, so when he's done we can just move. Let's first move the dwarf here. Yeah, and he's done now. So the whole thing is done. Let's say, okay, he will still do this. And as soon as he's here, he can enter it and work there. Let's make him do that. The transporters can only pick up stuff from the mines when there's actually a dwarf in there. Okay, so he's done. What's he doing now? What could we make him do? He cannot work as a blacksmith because that's not his job, as you can... not that one. Yeah, as you can see, he's a blacksmith. He's not a blacksmith, he's a builder, so he cannot go there and work. Yeah, I finished my task.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
So let's first... let's delete all of his commands with this, and let's say go here. Pick up as much... yeah, he already did that, yes. Load it off here. Then go there. Pick stuff up here, which is metal, of course. Go back there. Load it off. Then go back here. Pick up stuff. Okay. And yeah, and now he can do this indefinitely. The thing is, he has finished his task, which means, yeah, I went in there. The thing is, we only have one gold mine. And as you can see here, the gold is ticking up. But when the transporter takes it out of the gold mine, it's gone from our account. So I once had this situation when my transporters picked up so much gold that I was bankrupt, so to speak. I didn't have any money anymore to pay my units, and so they all disappeared. Yeah, they said, yeah, go, fuck it, I'm going home. No units were there anymore. And if you've lost all of your units and you don't have any gold anymore, the game will end, basically. You get a short end screen and then you're booted back to DOS. Well, what's this general message here? Oh, the enemy has a crystal room conquered.
Der Gegner hat einen Kristallraum erobert.
Yeah, which is this one, but you cannot see a unit in here, so maybe they've just walked in there once and went out again, because you can see the units in those rooms. Let's see which one this is. Okay, there's our mine. And they've already reached this one. Yeah, but basically we've also reached that one, so to speak. Not really, but if we would dig a tunnel there somewhere, because these cannot be dug, these tile. If you kind of, I don't know where, would dig a tunnel there, go there with one unit and just put him in there, then yeah, it would count as being conquered too.
Ich habe keine Arbeit mehr.
Yeah, he doesn't have any work anymore. I know. But what are we doing with you? Yeah, let's think about that later. We should probably make more research rooms, because every researcher can always every research room can only be occupied by one researcher. So in order to have several researchers, this is the research one, you can see he's already researching a lot, and when this bar is all the way to the top, then he has researched a new technology in in tools, of course. Yeah, and then there will be a 3 and the whole thing starts over again. In order to have researchers like simultaneously research stuff, you have to build several research rooms and put several researchers in each one. Like one in each room, of course. But yeah, we're lacking dwarfs in order to dig. Yeah, so let's do that. Should we already make warriors and put them in these rooms to defend the rooms already? I don't think so. Not yet. So yeah, let's make a new dwarf, which would be the third one, I guess, right? Dwarf 3. I think so. Maybe he can just build a new... Let's see if we can have this the same way we have that. 3 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's take this back because he doesn't need to go there. And there, and take this back too, so he only digs it, he doesn't go there. Yeah, so there's our next research room. Nice. And then this guy finally has some work to do. The thing is, we could always just fire him and get him back later, but he will not advance in level that way, so let's not do that. Let's already send him here, like the same tile where the dwarf is standing. Yeah, the mine is going strong, kind of. Yeah, he's picking up stuff, that's good. Well, there's, as you can see, there's no one in there. We don't have any blacksmiths. But these are the materials that are already in there, and as soon as you've got a blacksmith in here and all of the 3 materials are at a certain number, he starts first making these. And then if there's a blacksmith that has a higher level, he can make these, and then he can make these and stuff like that. But of course you have to research those weapons first with a different researcher, one that researches weapons, of course. Of course he will now complain when he's standing there that he doesn't have anything to do anymore. First he'll tell us, yeah, I've finished my task of going here, and then he'll say, I don't have any work anymore, and so, yeah, well. There. I have my task finished. Or completed. Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt. This one is a Ü sound. Ausgeführt. Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
Yeah, that's German for you. I really like the fact that all of those units have different voices. He's not really ready for the next level, not yet. But these have really cute voices. It's like, oh, I have advanced a level. So it goes down to 850. Let's see if it at least goes up in general. Yeah, from 60 to 53, that's okay. But our transporter is still mining there, still getting all that gold for this one, for this room here. Let's make him stop that for now, because money for our account is a lot more important than money for the blacksmith's shop, kind of. So let's delete all of his commands and let's say, please only mine the metal. Go there. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, he's here, but he hasn't... No, I mean you. Yes, he still has the 20, so we have to make him... What did I do? Okay, first. Load that stuff off. Thanks. Okay. Okay. Yes, now he'll say that he has finished his task, I guess. Will he? Won't he? Oh, come on, please talk. Say something. Like, you don't have any work anymore. Why aren't you complaining? Maybe they're just more chill than the others. Probably. So, okay, let's give him another task. Let's tell him, go into the metal mine. Pick the metal up there. Like this way, of course. And put it in there. Go there, put it there. Because there's no problem if you run out of metal, of course. And then we should click that he's going back. And then yes, indefinitely, please. I have no work anymore.
Ich habe keine Arbeit mehr.
I know. You'll get some soon. So now he's not mining the gold anymore. He's not taking the gold out of the mine, anymore. So our account should be a lot better now. Let's look at it here. Okay, 57 is the lowest number now. It'll drop to 57. Let's see if it'll drop to more in the next tick, the next round of ticks. Yes, it'll go down to 60, so it'll go up 3 every sequence of ticks. Right? Yeah, looking good. So we don't have any money problems here, which is really important. But yeah, let's build some some warriors too. There he is. So now you can see these are his stats. This is like the attack, the defense, or defense, however you want to emphasize that word. And this is his moral value, whatever. Let's make him, you can switch it by clicking this one. So this is all defense, or like mainly defense. This is attack mode. This is like a balanced one. The thing is, if you have defense, those warriors won't approach units themselves. They will keep standing where they are standing, and they won't go to the enemy units and fight them. If you click this one, they will they will persecute the enemy and fight them. And this is, they might, they're fighting with a better value, of course. But let's first make him a defense unit and put him somewhere. Let's just put him there at first. Now you have to know that the enemy can appear from anywhere. You don't see them, and they can appear like in this room, and they can build a block there, and so the whole research room is non-functional anymore because there's a block there. Or maybe they will just put a usual ground tile there, like a ground tile on any of those tiles of this room, and then the room doesn't function anymore. So you have to go there with a builder and click, please, this build a room button there, and then he will go over all of those tiles, see if they're intact, and if they're not, he'll repair it to the correct room tile. The problem is if the enemy builds like a door of himself, a door of his on those tiles, then yeah, you have to go there with a dwarf and crush that door first, and then send the builder there in order to repair the room. Okay, so he's is there really no work anymore for me? Gibt es denn wirklich, is there, then is just, is there really no work anymore for me? Is there really, I can't explain the then, it's just like, I don't know.
Gibt es denn wirklich keine Arbeit mehr für mich?
What's he saying? I have a new experience level reached.
Ich habe einen neuen Erfahrungslevel erreicht.
You can see that his appearance changed. He's now having this red thing at the top there. The next one will be purple. Yeah, carrying all that stuff did him good. And he is done.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag
Nice.
ausgeführt.
So you can move away there, that's nice. Let's send him here. And let him create a room. This one. Research room. Yes. Now that we've got a dwarf again, we can go build something. Let's see if we can really enter this. This is not accessible. Let's try to make him go here. No, those aren't accessible either. Come on. Ah, damn it. Come on. All this way just for this. Oh, come on. We're right next to the thing. Are you shitting me? Come on. Yeah, right. Yes, of course. Absolutely non-accessible one. But yeah, we could build another hole and another transporter from the surface level and get down there. We cannot go there from here, from the underground level. Yeah, let's take all of these back. God damn you, man. One tile between our metal mine and the crystal room. Oh, whatever. Could be worse. Well, it's of no use for us now. Of course, we could just, if we would go there and just send our warrior units in there to defend the thing, the enemy would, of course, come there and fight us. But well. Oh, he's done.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
So let's create a next researcher. Let's make him research traps? Weapons. Yeah, let's do that. Thanks, just go there. Now this blue outline just means that there's more than one unit on there. Oh, what's he saying? Oh, I have the magical metal detector researched. Ja. Ich habe den magischen Metalldetektor erforscht, researched.
Ich habe den magischen Metalldetektor erforscht.
That's nice. He's done, of course.
Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt. Ich habe meinen Auftrag ausgeführt.
Yeah, they're both there. That's just all. But yeah, he has already finished researching something. Yeah, you can see that here. So the next thing we'll fill up is the one leading up to level 3. Yep. And he'll research. This just means how many crystal rooms you have conquered already. And this is the knowledge you have collected in this crystal ball in the knowledge room. In this one, because all the knowledge from these research rooms flows in there. Yeah, we'll see about that later. Yeah, and just by standing there, these guys advance in level, which is really nice. You can just have them stand somewhere and then they will, well, max out to level 6 very soon. This just means their armor and weapon level, of course. Because if there's, like, if we have every material in here and there is a blacksmith, then these guys can just walk onto any of those tiles of this room and walk back, and then they have picked up one of the weapons that have been developed here. Always the ones they can use. So if they're, for example, if they're level 1 and you have level 5 weapons, then they can't pick them up, but they would pick up the first level 1 things. What's this one saying? That the enemy has captured another crystal room, which will be this one, I guess, again. I think so. Yeah, the enemy has a crystal room conquered. Der Gegner hat einen Kristallraum erobert.
Der Gegner hat einen Kristallraum
Oh, now you
erobert.
can see his enemy units. Oh, and there are already some monsters. He has researched some slugs or whatever they are. Caterpillars, I don't know. Yeah, and he's already putting them in the crystal rooms. You can't click them. You cannot see their values, but you can at least see their levels from, well, the way they look. Yeah, maybe he'll dig up to me soon. Well, I don't think so. He's quite far away still.
Ich habe keine Arbeit mehr.
Okay, I'd say we stop here. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll definitely make another video of this game soon, as there's still some really cool stuff to do and things that'll happen. We'll build traps, thwart some enemy attacks, build an energy well, forge some awesome weapons, and research and create some magical monsters that will help us conquer all the crystal rooms and crush the enemy base for good. So, until next time, bye.